Gain staging is the process of managing the relative levels in each step of an audio signal flow to prevent the introduction of noise and distortion. In this video, we'll cover one method you can use to properly stage the gain of your DAW mixer channels so you can achieve the best possible sound for your mixes and productions. You can use this method whether you mix as you go or have a formal mixdown session at the end of the production process. The goal of this method is to set the level of all mixer channels to hover around -10 or peak at -6 dBFS. Ensure your track channel meters are set to peak. Set the channel fader at the 0 position. Play back the channel in solo and adjust the input trim control until the signal is around -10 or peaking at -6. If your DAW's mixer channels don't have an input trim or input gain control, then set a utility or gain plugin in the first insert slot and adjust its gain so the signal reads -10 or peaks at -6. If the channel is being fed by a virtual synth, as another option, you can adjust the output volume of the synth instead of the channel's input trim or gain plugin. As you add insert effects to the channel, such as EQs or compressors, ensure that the input and output controls of each plugin is not at an extreme value, such as very low or very high. This indicates you haven't gain staged properly. Related to this point, ensure that none of the inputs or outputs of any plugin in your chain is clipping or distorting. Always adjust the output of the last plugin in the chain so there isn't a noticeable level difference when you turn it on or off. A few important things to keep in mind. This gain staging procedure is not for setting the initial balance of your mix. It is to ensure you have appropriate levels in your audio signal flow. If you gain stage correctly, your channel faders should always be lower than your subgroup faders. If this isn't the case, go back and repeat the gain staging process. Certain analog emulation plugins expect a specific signal level to work in their sweet spot. Consult the manual and adjust the gain staging process if needed. Besides ensuring that none of your tracks distort, proper gain staging will make mixing easier since your channel faders will always be relatively close together and close to unity, where the resolution of the faders is optimal. Watch this next video here where I'll show you an alternate method to gain stage your mix.